Whoever styled this lookbook did a really good job. What's going on YouTube? Taylor Prentice back here with another video, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at the spring summer lookbook for Bape's 2023 season. So if you guys are new to the channel, I drop streetwear videos 2 to 3 times a week covering stuff like Supreme, Kith, Bape, Palace, all that. So if that interests you, make sure to hit that like and subscribe for me. And if we do hit 1,000 subscribers before March 26th, I will be doing a giveaway of a Supreme or a Palace item. I haven't decided what yet, but we will decide accordingly based on who wins. I'll have to get them their correct sizing and everything. But anyways, with all that being said, let's just go ahead and get right on into this video. So the first look we have here is obviously a whole blue look. The first piece I'm going to talk about is this bomber jacket. So I really like the pockets on this jacket, and it does have a collar, which I think is interesting. The fit and the materials of the jacket look really nice, but I don't love this jacket. I don't love the logo there on the left chest. I feel like it just could have been more interesting, and I really don't like this blue color. The camo I think is alright, but this blue color on this jacket and pants really weren't doing it for me. And same with this like logo patch here, which is also on the pants, I was not really feeling. And it does look like these pants will be adjustable with waistband, as you guys can see here. I'm imagining that's what that strap is. But yeah, regardless, not really feeling the jacket or the pants on this look. And then to break down the camo pieces, we've got some sort of like mock neck. As you guys can see, he's like pulling up his collar at the top. So it's a very interesting collar, not something I've seen really before, or definitely from Bape. It's kind of out there for them, but I appreciate them doing something different, and I'm curious to see more images of this when there's not a jacket on top of it. But with that being said, it does have this like gripped look or textured look to it, as you guys can see here, which I don't really like. But I do like this Bathing Ape text logo here. I like that they used the white on the bathing and then the orange for the ape part. I thought that was a really nice detail. And then we have a shoulder bag. This is alright. Again, it has that patch logo that I'm not too big of a fan of. But regardless, I think this is still a pretty cool bag. And then for the hat, nothing too crazy going on here. I don't really love this style of hat, but I do like the logo that they've used there. I think the orange really pops off that blue, and I think the logo itself just looks pretty cool. Here we almost have like a coach's jacket. Obviously, coach's jackets are usually like wind or rain proof, whereas this looks like more of a cotton material, but I do like the way this jacket looks. The dye is really nice. They had a couple pieces similar to this in the fall winter season, or maybe it was like the Bape Black collection, I honestly forget, but I really like the dye on this. I think it's really interesting. And then we just have some simple branding there on the left chest. It's embroidered, a bathing ape, which I like that. I think this is a really clean piece, and yeah, I really like this whole look, to be honest. The sweatshirt is pretty cool. Again, it's basic. It just has that gray Bape logo with like a line going through it, but I really like that. And then the sweatpants I also really like. So we've got like the black Bape head in a bigger Bape head that's like camo, which you'll see more in this collection, but I actually like that logo, especially on these cream pants. I think is a nice look. And then for the beanie, I'm kind of indifferent on. I don't really care too much. Moving on, we have a side zip shark hoodie, which I never would have expected. This is pretty crazy looking, and I definitely want to see more images of this because I think this could end up being really cool. Obviously you have like the shark zip up hoodies or whatever, the typical ones, but never have I seen one that side zips. So this is gonna be really cool. Yeah, I really want to see this zipped up, and I'm very hyped to see this piece. And then he's wearing like a basketball jersey underneath that, which obviously you can't see the logo or anything on that. And then he's wearing another gray camo t-shirt below that. That gray camo is pretty cool. I do think it looks cooler on the sweatshirt than on a shirt, but I would have to see what the logo on the shirt is, to be fair. And then we have some like cargo sweats here, which I like the fit of those. Here again, we have those cargo sweats just in a green color, and again, we can't see really any branding on those, but I do like the fit of them. I like those really big cargo pockets. I do like the gray more than those green ones, but I'm curious to see what other colorways we get. I've said I'm curious like a million times in this video, and I'm probably just gonna keep on saying it because that's what I do when there's lookbooks. But anyways, getting into the rest of this piece, we've got another sort of bomber style jacket with a collar, and again, it's got this ribbing here, but the ribbing is like multi-tone, which I like that. I think that was a cool detail. And then again, we have that double Bape face logo where it's got the smaller Bape logo inside the bigger one, and then we have some like collegiate lettering in Chanel on the left chest, and then we have a number on the right side. This is a lot going on for a jacket, but I actually kind of like the placements of the logos, and I like that this is Chanel lettering. I'm curious to see if these are both just full embroidery or if they're just like appliqued on there. So again, I'm curious to see what that's gonna look like or see closer up details of that. But then we just have a typical Bape camo polo underneath that. I think those are pretty cool. I don't know if I would wear like a Bape camo polo, but I do respect that look. And then we have some Timberland style boots, which I can't see any branding on, and then the hat, you can only see the bottom of the brim. Here we have this like heat wave style jacket. This is a jacket I'm going to need to see more images of just to see the fit and everything, but it does look pretty nice to me. I like the design aspect of it. And then we have some like free flowing pants. As you guys can see, they look to be a little bit flared. I'm not sure what material that is. I almost wanted to say velour, but I can't say that with any certainty, so I'm gonna stay away from that. But we've just got the stripe going down there saying a bathing ape. Moving on, we have this crew neck. I think the imagery on this crew neck is sick. This is probably my favorite look altogether that I've seen so far for sure. I really like this cardigan. I feel like Bape has a really good idea of what they're doing when it comes to cardigans. Most of the time I really enjoy their cardigans. This graphic on the shirt is sick, and then the pants are really cool too. We've just got the eyes there on the front crotch, but I like jeans that have stuff painted on the crotch. I feel like a lot of times it looks pretty cool. And then he is wearing a flannel underneath that, so we'll have to see more images of that at some point. Here we have this like re-sewn hoodie. I don't really like these. I think this is one of the better executed ones that I've seen. I think the Bape camo separating the colorways looks pretty cool. But these like split hoodies, I'm just not too big of a fan of. Although I will give them credit, this one looks really cool for what it is. And then we just have a bucket hat there, pretty standard. Here we have a zip up jacket. This reminds me of like a starter jacket from back in the day, but I think they really nailed it in terms of like fit and everything. The silhouette of this is beautiful. It's like really thick and scrunchy, but I think, like I said, the fit is just really cool. Very similar to a starter jacket, but yeah, I think they really executed this well. And then we have another polo underneath that, which I would imagine just has like something small on the left chest. But here at the bottom, we have these amazing cargo shorts that say a bathing on one pocket and then ape on the other pocket. I think these are really nice, and I actually really want these. It looks like the material that they use is a little bit lighter than your typical like khaki material or whatever, but I think that adds to these pants because I prefer my shorts to be a little bit lighter, because if you're wearing shorts it's probably pretty warm outside, so you want them to be a little bit lighter. And then we have the red bucket hat up there as well, which I can't really tell. I don't think there's any front logo. We've got the little Bape there on the side, but as far as I can see, there's no other branding on that. Again, we have that bomber style jacket from before, but this is more of like a windbreaker. Now that I'm looking at it here, you can see the material. So it's like a bomber style but a windbreaker material, which is interesting, and it has the zipper going there. Again, I like the like applique and the use of the logos on this piece. And then we've got like a fisherman hat, which I think is pretty cool. And then we've got another pair of shorts. I'm not sure what the B is for. If you guys know what the B is all about, let me know. But yeah, on the right leg we've got the Bape logo, and then on the left leg just above the end of the short we have the ape shall never kill ape with that little B there. But yeah, like I said, don't know too much about the B. And then closer to the waist, we also have another embroidered Bape logo, which I think that's cool. I haven't really seen that logo in the past, so I'm curious to see if that's in more pieces. Again, we have this like thermal or heat wave type of look. I have no idea if that's what they're actually calling it, but that's what I'm calling it. I think this worked better on that jacket, to be honest. I think it's just a little bit too much going on with this hoodie, especially with the world gone mad and like the shark face. Just a little bit too much for me. The sweatpants are all right. And then the shirt, it's kind of hard to tell what's going on here, but it does look like the shirt from before where the guy just had the gray Bape logo with a line through it, but it does look like there's an image above this. So yeah, we'll have to see better pictures on those. Here we have what is one of the more classic Bape looks, in my opinion. So we've got the coach's jacket type thing going on. It does almost look like that's a hood. I can't really tell if that's a hood or if that's just like a collar that's been kind of bent over, but this camo definitely reminds me of Bape. Like when I think of Bape, this camo kind of just pops in my head. I think of Biggie wearing that puffer jacket and that classic photo shoot from back in the day. It's a little bit altered from the original camo that I'm thinking of, but it draws my mind right to that. So if I saw this jacket, I would definitely associate it with Bape. And then we have a crew neck here. I've never been too big of a fan of the just huge pieces that say a bathing ape. I don't know why, but not too big of a fan of those. So I do like the colorway and the camo, but the logo itself was kind of taking me out on this one. And then it does look like we have some cargo pants here, again with the adjustable strap. Here we've got a very skater type of look. He's got the skates on, he's got some double knee pants on, and like a raw denim, which I think that raw denim looks really nice. The Japanese have always been levels ahead when it comes to raw denim. Then we have this ombre polo, which I think looks really nice. I'm a big fan of the ombre stuff. Obviously, if you guys watch my videos, you guys know I bought both those Supreme True Religion hoodies, which look very similar to this in terms of like ombre. And then there's a hoodie in this collection later on that actually looks exactly like this hoodie, so we'll get into that. But on top of that, we've got another just like button-up shirt, it looks like. I like button-up shirts like this, but I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell like what this is. The logos are just kind of random. It does look like a work shirt or something, so I appreciate them sticking to that aesthetic, but overall I was just kind of indifferent on that piece. And then we have a plaid bucket hat, which I think is really sick. I do hope this is coming in some other colorways, though. I don't love this plaid colorway, but I do like the use of the plaid bucket hat. And then it does have that little Bape logo there in the center. And then we have this like bag here that he's holding too, which I think this bag is pretty cool. I'm not too big of a person to carry around bags like this by any means, but the different use of materials and color blocking and everything here is really nice. And the use of the branding I thought was pretty cool here. Again, we've got a guy wearing some skate studs. He's wearing some cargo shorts. It's a little hard to tell what's going on here with the shorts, but it does look like on the left pocket, it does have that patch logo from before that I was not too big of a fan of. And then moving up to his top, we have this outer jacket or hoodie. It looks more like a hoodie on top of like a zip-up track jacket. It's hard to tell like really what's going on with the pattern here. You guys can see that Bape worked in there on the right sleeve, but I think once I see better images of this pattern on this hoodie, maybe I'll like it a little bit more, but indifferent on this piece for now. And then we have the track jacket, which is just like a blue and a red, or a black and a red dye. I think that looks pretty clean. I don't love tracksuits and stuff, but I think this is a pretty nice look. And then the t-shirt below it has like the same color going on, the same design. And then this jacket does have the bathing ape there on the left chest. So curious to see more images of that, but overall this look was kind of whatever for me. But again, we have a bomber style sort of jacket. This is not in your typical material though. This does look like your just cotton blend, which I think is cool. I appreciate everything cotton. I really like just like 100% cotton stuff. I don't know, I'm weird in that aspect, but I do appreciate them making a jacket out of a material like that. Then on the right chest, we just have the bathing ape, and then on the left chest, we have the actual ape head. This jacket's alright. Like I said, I like the material choice here, but overall, it leaves something to be desired, I feel like. And then we have a button-up t-shirt there as well. It has that denim sort of look. I'm not sure what the material is, if it's actually denim or if it's like a chambray material, but we've got that camo going on there. I think the camo looks pretty nice. It's pretty dark and the heads are kind of indistinguishable, so I'm curious to see more images on that to see if there's any clearer branding on that piece. And then that's actually on top of what I believe is a polo. Could be another button-up shirt, but I do believe that is another polo, and it's hard to tell if that's like a light blue or if that's just white. I think it is a light blue. So looking at this hoodie here, as you guys can see, it's just like a blue hoodie, I believe, with the etching of the ape heads and everything in white. I think that looks pretty cool. What I don't like is this kangaroo pocket being a completely different camo. I think that just throws the piece way off. I think it looks really odd. I think I would have actually liked this piece if it was just the outlines with the blue and they kept the pocket the same design. The different camo is really throwing me off. And then below that, it looks like he's wearing a crew neck almost. It might just be a t-shirt, but based on the thickness of that neck, I am gonna assume this is a crew neck. And it is hard to tell if the material is all flat or if there is some textured materials on there. If there are textured materials, like if this piece is like a little bit furry and this piece is a little bit flatter or whatever, I feel like that really makes this piece a lot cooler than if it's just all the same material. And then again, we have that A Bathing Ape logo, that text logo there on the left chest. We've got a little necklace with the Bape head pendant, and then it just says B-A-P-E. It's a pearl necklace. I think this is pretty cool. Definitely a cool, interesting take on a pearl necklace. Then we have some sort of headwear. I'm actually not really sure what this is. If anyone can let me know down below, let me know. But yeah, I don't know. Never really seen anything like that before. And then we have some jorts. Obviously, the branding is probably on the back of these, so we'll have to see more images of those. Never been too big on jorts, but I do think Bape make some cool denim products. And then we just have some sandals there. So here we have some sweat shorts similar to that sweatshirt that had the kangaroo pocket that I really didn't like, and this just has the like etching look that I was talking about. I think this works a lot better. These shorts are pretty cool, and a piece I could see myself wearing. And then again, we have that really classic, more yellow style camo that I was talking about earlier as well. I really like that, and it looks like it's on a polo. And then also, it looks like there's a hoodie version of it as well. So I'm glad that they use that camo in multiple pieces and not just one. Then on top of that, we have another jacket. It's hard to tell really what's going on with this jacket. It almost looks like a short kimono or something like that. And I say that because the sleeves are super wide, and it looks like we've got just a flat opening here. I'm not sure if you can zip that, maybe you can tie it, but hard to tell what is going on with this piece, so I can't really say too much on it. We do have the Bathing Ape text there going down, and then we have a cap. I like this cap a lot. I like just the style, the text with the color. I think it all comes together really well for this piece. Here we have that hoodie that I was talking about that's very similar to those True Religion Supreme hoodies with the ombre, which, I mean, it's not like True Religion or Supreme owns the rights to ombre or whatever, but I think it looks really cool. I literally have one that's very similar colors with the orange. But yeah, this is a sweatshirt I wouldn't want to buy just because I own those two other hoodies, but I think it looks really sick. And then on top of that, we have what I believe to be another like coach's jacket, but this has a different material for sure. It's a little bit shiny, sheeny, so I'm not sure if that's like a satin. And then we've got really big cuffs, so I'm not sure if the sleeves on this are really long. It looks like the shoulder has dropped really far on this, and maybe that's just how they styled it, because he is wearing a jacket on top of a hoodie on top of a flannel, so it's a lot going on. But I'm really curious to see more images of how this jacket fits and what's going on. We have the tiger on the left chest, and then we have a dragon, I believe, on the right chest. Again, we have that pearl necklace, and then we have this flannel here. Then we have a cap, which is pretty basic, just has the Bape head in the middle. And then we have the short version of this jacket as well. So we've got the dragons on the right leg and then the tiger on the left leg. So yeah, I don't know, these are alright. Not my favorite pieces, to be honest. Here we've got the classic star beanie. This is sick. I really like the white and gray. I think that just looks really cool, but I think this will be cool really in any colorways that they release. Then we have one of your parka jackets that you can expect from Bape. Super clean. This is the piece that makes me think of that Biggie picture. It's got the Bathing Ape text going down the like part that zips up. I think these jackets are really cool. I don't love the gray camo though as much as I thought. For some reason I feel like I would really like it because I like monotone stuff, but it just leaves something to be desired. And I do like that they use the blue text to kind of break up this piece and not like a white or anything. And overall, I think this piece is still pretty cool. I would definitely wear it. Like if I found it on like sale for a really good price or something, I would definitely wear it. But I would have a hard time paying retail for this when I feel like you could get cooler jackets from Bape. Below that we have what looks to be a button-up shirt in like a nylon-ish material. It's got some zipper action going on here. Kind of hard to tell what's going on here. This is more like a tech wear type of piece in my opinion, but I think it looks pretty cool. So yeah, like I said, curious to see more images on that. And then the sweatpants, can't really tell what's going on there at all. It doesn't look like these are the cargo ones though. Here we've got a hoodie. So the hoodie just says Bape, and inside the letters has the camo, and then the cuffs and the hood are gray, and then the outline of the pockets is gray as well. I could do without the gray additions to this piece. I think it would have been cooler maybe if it was just all red, or if they used like a darker red or something for the pieces that have been turned gray. Yeah, so I don't know. And the inside of the hood has the camo as well. I like the inside of the hood having the camo, and I like the inside of the text having the camo. I think that's cool, but the gray has thrown me off. And then we just have a striped shirt here. I think this striped shirt is pretty cool. I like the colors that they used. Just pretty basic, nothing too crazy going on there. And then we have the shorts version of that jacket from the very beginning, which I said I really like that dye. These remind me of some off-white stuff from a couple years ago. I really like this look, and I think in shorts, it's very beautiful. These are one of my favorite pieces from this lookbook, and something I might be trying to get this coming year. Again, we have this ombre hoodie just in a different color. I did like the orange a little bit more than the blue, but I think this one is still super sick. I'm biased though, I think I just like that ombre style, but yeah, I think these are pretty cool. And then we have a Bathing Ape 93. It's like a football jersey shirt. I don't know, I've never been into like that sporty type of stuff from Bape. It's just not really my thing. And then we have some sweats here, which are alright. These look like your typical joggers that get smaller as they go towards the bottom. We've got the big ape head there on the left pocket almost. But these are alright, nothing too crazy. Piece I could see myself wearing, but not a piece I would be super hyped to pick up or anything like that. Here we've just got a white hoodie where the hood has some action going on here. It looks like there's some like textured pieces, or there's like an applique on top of the camo there on the hood. So kind of confusing to see what's going on there. We'll just have to see more images. And then I'm not sure what's going on there on the left sleeve either. Then we've got some just gloves, camo gloves, and they also say something on them. Mechanics, so if you guys are mechanics, these are the gloves for you. I don't work on anything like that, so I'll be passing on those. Then we have a t-shirt here. It's got one of the like old Bape heads. This looks like something from like the early 2000s Bape stuff, which I feel like they're bringing back a lot of cool stuff from the early 2000s, which is exciting. Then we've got these full camo pants. I can't tell. I think these almost look like they're like a denim. I can't imagine that they're a denim though. I'm not sure what material these are. They don't really look like sweatpants. They don't really look like jeans. They might be like a chino or like some sort of twill. But yeah, I'll just have to see more images of those. And then we've got like a trucker hat. I think this hat is super sick. It's got the camo on it, and then it just has the Bathing Ape text there, kind of outlined, and says Busy Works. I really like that hat. Definitely a piece I could see myself wearing. Here we've got some monogram logos that just say Bape kind of all over them. We've got the flat bill with the BA, and then the sweatshirt, which just also has the same repeating monogram style logo. I think these are alright. I think the sweatshirt works a little bit better than the hat. I'm having a hard time making up my mind on how I feel about these pieces. Again, we have those cool shorts in that dyed material. I think this is a slightly different dye though. I think I like the ones we looked at originally more than these, but I still think these are pretty cool and could see myself wearing these for sure. And then he has a shoulder bag here, which is like a furry plush bag. I think that's sick. I'm surprised that I haven't seen them do something like this before. They probably have, and I just haven't seen it, but I really like this piece. Very cool for a bag. And then the Bape logo here on the t-shirt just has a couple different colors. Hard to tell what's going on here. It's got some stars, but I like the use of the different colors there, and think it's a pretty cool looking t-shirt from what we can tell from this image. And then down here at the bottom, we've got another pair of skate studs, and then we've got a pair of face socks. Here we have a jacket, and I am imagining these pieces are reflective. This reminds me of that like J.W. Anderson A$AP Rocky shoot from back in the day. I don't really like this reflective look. It looks like you're like a construction worker or something. Just very odd. I don't feel like it fits this piece. And I do think this jacket could have been pretty cool if it weren't for those reflective pieces. I feel like it kind of ruins the piece for me. I actually really like this camo. I think the colors are alright. And I think the fit of the jacket is really nice. Whoever styled this lookbook did a really good job of knowing how to fit people into the right pieces, or like the fit of every item looks really nice in all these images. And then below that we have a crew neck, which could be a t-shirt. It's hard to tell what's going on really here, but I do believe it's a crew neck just based on the thickness of that neck again, and then it does look like it's on top of a t-shirt. But it's just got that tie-dye look going on, and then I believe this is the t-shirt at the bottom that's sticking out. I don't believe that's part of the crew neck, so I do believe this is a different t-shirt, which yeah, just hard to tell what's going on really here. And then we have those cargo camos in a little bit darker of a color. It says the bathing and then ape on the pockets again. So I like the lighter version of those as well, but I think again those are still pretty solid. And then last but not least, we have some more images of what the guy was wearing in the first picture. So again, we have that side zip shark hoodie, which is crazy. I'm so glad that they did something like this just because it's so unique and fire. Like, I don't even know if I really like it that much, but just the idea that they did it makes me like it because it was a big risk. And yeah, I don't know, it's a very interesting silhouette, and I'm sure this was a hard piece to manufacture, but I really appreciate them doing something so crazy. And I do hope they do it in different colorways, because this gray camo, I think it's alright, but I do think it could just be cooler. And then we get to see one of the backs of these bomber style jackets. Has that clean A Bathing Ape logo, and then I believe it just says, I literally have no idea what that says. Yeah, I don't know. Hard to read. And then we've got this like camp cap thing going on. Not too big of a fan of that. And then this is pretty interesting. We've got some convertible pants here. Not every day you see convertible pants, so you can just unzip the bottoms and then they turn into shorts. Funny idea. I haven't worn a pair of convertible pants since I was in like second grade, but I don't know, maybe these will be really cool. It's hard to tell what's going on with the branding or like design aspect other than that, just because there's nothing you can see really. But anyways, that is pretty much it. I talked for a really long time. I didn't expect this video to end up being so long, but I did break down pretty much all the pieces. So yeah, I think this is going to be a pretty cool spring summer for Bape. There are some pieces that I really like, and I do think they're getting back to their roots. So I think that's exciting, and I'm curious to see what collabs they'll unveil for the 2023 year, because I feel like they did a lot of cool collaborations in 2023. But overall, this is definitely my favorite look. All these pieces are super fire. I could definitely see myself wearing all this, so yeah. But anyways, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it to this point, I really appreciate it, and we will see you next time. Have a good one.